Hi, today I will demonstrate the cross-domain automation use case to provide application access for APIC EPGs to the new user groups or SGTs created in DNAC. Let's start with the Atom cross-domain automation introduction. Anuta delivers cross-domain automation for multi-vendor, multi-domain networks. It integrates with OSS BSS via TMF and REST API and delivers a unified experience, consistent policy, and security. Atom has an advanced low-code workflow platform with hundreds of out-of-box workflows and integrations. For devices that are not managed by any controllers, Atom provides complete lifecycle automation from day zero provisioning, config management, service orchestration, active assurance, and closed-loop automation. Atom is based on a microservices architecture with the flexibility to deploy on-prem or on-cloud. Atom supports 250 plus platforms from 60 plus vendors. The Workflow Builder has 350 plus out-of-box libraries that simplify workflow creation. Atom is a multi-tenant software based on Kubernetes with the observability stack. Atom supports SASE automation to ensure unified network and security policies. It has integrations with CI/CD systems such as Git. Now, let's understand the Atom cross-domain automation integration with Cisco DNAC, APIC, and Cisco ISE to provide application access of APIC EPGs for the new user groups or SGTs created in DNAC. Atom begins by receiving a request from the customer and subsequently opens a ticket in ITSM. Following that, Atom initiates notifications through email and WebEx, etc. Moving into the network infrastructure, Atom will create a security group tag or SGT within Cisco DNAC, and then Atom will translate the SGT into an endpoint group or EPG using Cisco ISE. The SGT is then populated in APIC or Application Policy Infrastructure Controller under L3 out. To enable communication, a contract will be imposed in APIC as directed by Atom, allowing traffic between the SGT and EPG. Finally, Atom wraps up the process by verifying the topology in APIC and completing the change in ITSM, ensuring further notifications through email and WebEx. Now, let's begin and explore the use case from Atom UI. From the Atom main dashboard page, navigate to Automation and select the workflows. Under Workflows, select the pre-built or out-of-the-box DNAC and APIC provisioning workflow to provide application access to new user groups. Before starting the workflow, we can look at the screens of multiple controllers involved. Here in the service now, Atom will open the change request. In the WebEx spaces, Atom will send the notification. In DNAC, Atom will create the security group tags or SGTs. The same SGTs will be reflected in the APIC under L3 out external EPGs, and to enable communication between SGT and EPG, a contract will be imposed in APIC as directed by Atom. Under the Application Profile, Generic Apps, Topology, we will see the contract successfully imposed on SGT and EPG. Similar to this email, you will see the new notification email with the necessary details. Atom is using Cisco ISE to map the SGTs with EPGs. Here in the workflow, you can see the process initially looking for user inputs to get the details of DNAC, APIC, new SGT name, ACI tenant, ACI L3 out, WebEx spaces, etc. After user inputs, Atom will create the change request in ServiceNow, and once we have the approval, the workflow will proceed further and send the notification to WebEx spaces. Then, after, the workflow will perform the pre-checks on DNAC and ACI to verify the pre-existence of new SGT and availability of the contract in APIC. After pre-checks, the workflow will provision the new SGT in DNAC and impose the contract on the populated SGT in APIC. It will also update the ServiceNow ticket, email, WebEx spaces, and in case of failure, the workflow can also retry the flow again after the user's approval. Now, let's start the workflow and follow the steps. Here, we can provide the instance name like Campus SGT to Data Center EPG. Here, you can see that the instance triggered successfully. Now, we can toggle the details and select the newly created instance. Here, the workflow is waiting for the step 1 for user inputs. Now, we can show the details and go to the actions for the user task. Now, admins can take this authority to claim the user task and provide the required inputs to proceed with the workflow. Now we will provide the following details like DNAC, APIC, new SGT name, ACI tenant, ACI L3 out, WebEx spaces, email, and etc. in the form of user input. After providing all the details, save the user inputs. Now you can go to the tasks and copy the workflow instance ID to verify the ServiceNow change request. In the ServiceNow, check for the instance ID. Here you can see that Adam successfully created the change request with the required description. Now, you can go to the request approval and check for approvals involved and approve the change request. After approval, you can verify provisioning started in WebEx spaces to enable application access for new user group after the provisioning. You will see a new SGT successfully created in DNAC. In the APIC tenant, L3 out, external EPGs, you can verify a new SGT has been successfully populated and the contract has been imposed on the SGT successfully. Under the application profile, then generic apps. Here in the topology, we can verify contracts successfully imposed on the new SGT and EPG to allow the communication. Now you can go to the inbox and check the provisioning status of DNAC and APIC with the details. In the WebEx spaces also, you can see the DNAC and APIC provisioning notifications received at regular intervals. And in the last notification, you can see the DNAC and APIC provisioning completed successfully. To summarize this, Adam Value Addition in this campus cross-domain automation use case is Adam effectively handles customer requests, orchestrates the policy plane configuration BW campus and data center network, and ensures effective communication. Key steps involve ticket management, SGT creation in DNAC, SGT to EPG translation in Cisco ICE, and contract establishment on APIC, all contributing to a robust network infrastructure. Adam's comprehensive approach concludes with topology verification in APIC and change completion, supported by timely notifications through email and WebEx to keep stakeholders informed. Also, Adam delivers end-to-end automation for multi-vendor, multi-domain networks. It has significant out-of-box support and the flexibility to deploy on-premises or on the cloud. Thank you for watching.